Welcome to Pause, Please, where we're talking of all things, ladies. Midlife, menopause, and the mundane. And boy, today
Amen.
is a doozy of a convo. If you do want to drop us a line, you can always reach us on Instagram at Pause, Please. And that's PAUSEPLEAS and the number 3. So today's podcast is brought to you by the number 3.
Well, ladies, here we are. We are almost through January. I don't even know how that happened. I loved our decluttering. As we're talking, I am back in my guest room. It's empty of my Christmas decorations, but it's now full of things from my laundry room. Why, you might ask? Well, let me tell you what the last month has been like in my home. These are very first world problems. I just have a feeling that we are not the only people dealing with caca when we come home from work. I'm just saying.
Oh, Dana, the language.
Let's take a deep breath and think about the month before January. It's December. I am happy. I put up my Christmas decorations. I'm thinking I got to power through 2 weeks of work and then I'm off for 2 weeks. This is going to be a great month. I do my weekly grocery shopping, which Sheila will tell you. This is why I don't go to the grocery store, Dana. It's a Saturday. It's very busy. Sheila buys groceries. She doesn't like to enter the grocery store. Let me just be
Right.
clear.
Thank you.
I
Yes.
understand now. So I'm just minding my own business. It's a bright, sunny day, and I get a stellar parking spot in the front row, right near the door. I'm living a great life. I do my thing at the grocery store. I come out and put all my groceries in my cart. I turn around and scooch my cart back in the cart truck. I'm walking back to my car, and out of nowhere, ladies, nowhere, I hear this sound, screeching tires, car going too fast. And I'm thinking, what kind of punk kid is driving through the parking lot on a Saturday? No, it is not a punk kid. It is somebody who is driving way too fast through the parking lot, takes the corner hot. There is no car parked in front of my car, parked at the front of the parking lot, remember? And this person demolition derbies my car, just floors the accelerator, runs straight in, nose to nose, to my car. And I'm standing in the middle of the parking lot aisle. And what I remember is this happened so fast, but everything was processing in slow motion. It was the weirdest feeling. So I'm seeing it in real time, but I'm processing it slowly. And then I back to real time as it happens. And so I think, oh my gosh, I see that it's an old man because I'm close enough to see what happened. And I'm thinking he forgot how to drive, or he had a stroke, or he had a heart attack. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this person, I need to go save this person. Oh no, he's okay. Don't you worry. He is in a old 1990 Lincoln Town Car, humongous. For those of you younger than 40, you might not know what that is. It's a boat. Look it up online. Huge car, humongous car. I see him shift because the gear shift is on the steering wheel. I see him go shift it up to reverse. He floors it backwards. And I think, okay, he's backing up because clearly he knows he just hit my car. Then I watch him in slow motion again, go from reverse back to drive and floor it again.
Oh, gosh.
He destroys my car.
At what point in all of this slow motion did you finally realize that's my car?
I mean, I knew it was my car the whole time, but I couldn't believe what was happening. It was like watching a movie. You know, when the car goes into like the bank of the movie and drives through the glass, do you think it's so weird? So needless to say, my car that was 10 years old, I had asked just to survive another 3 years. It's paid off. It's a great car. I loved that little car. It drove from Washington to Texas. It gave up its life. And when I tell you this giant boat of a Lincoln Town Car had not a scratch on it. Driver was fine. Car was fine. My car, totally 100% destroyed. There were bolts everywhere. The front end was hanging off. There was no more license plate. It was terrible. So that is how my December started. It was a rough couple days. That was not in the budget. It was not on our bingo card. Some people in my family were very annoyed that we had to get a car payment because any car payment was more than what we were paying because the car was paid off.
Oh,
Yes.
that's wild.
Holy smokes. So I got a new car out of the deal, which I can't complain about. I'm very lucky and blessed that we're able to afford a new car. So then, let's see, then what happens?
Oh, wait, there's more.
While
Oh,
there's
yeah, the
more.
story
There's more.
continues.
Yeah, it continues. Basically, we are hemorrhaging money at a couple hundred to $500 a pop about every 2 weeks. So now we're on Christmas break, and my son has decided he did a semester at community college, and he says, you know what? I want to go back to a university and be around people. I don't want to do online classes. Wonderful. Well, my friends, he decides this while everybody's closed for Christmas break, which means when we come back from Christmas break, he has 2 weeks to do all the things, one of which is to give, in my opinion, a large deposit. Again, hundreds of dollars. Oh, okay, sure. Here's the credit card. You just go ahead and charge that. Great. Wonderful. Just what I wanted to do. And he's not even sure. He's not really sure if this is where he's going to get his degree. Yay. I love you. So, like I said, very first world problems. Oh, a couple weeks goes by. I am working from my work from home day, which is the day I also like to do laundry. And I'm doing my laundry and I put my stuff in, and it's time to switch. And I'm like, these clothes aren't very dry. That's weird. And sometimes it takes like 2 cycles to dry my clothes. It took me 4 cycles, and my clothes were still not dry. And finally, I thought to myself, maybe something's wrong with the dryer. And sure enough, the dryer is not heating anything. Do you know why? Because the heating element has burnt out. Of my also fairly new dryer, it's only 5 years old. Do you call and get it fixed? Do you get a new dryer? You gotta wait a week either way. Super fun. So we got a new dryer, which is great. While we're waiting for our dryer to come, we happen to have our heating and air conditioning guy up here to do service. My husband's talking to him. He's like, yeah, the dryer went out, blah, 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 blah. So he stopped crawling around, I don't know, doing stuff in the attic. And he said, I checked out your dryer vent, and it turns out that, they vented it across the house, which would be better if they had vented it to a wall closer to where the thing is. He said, but your builder didn't put the right vent on the dryer vent, so nothing's actually escaping out of the roof. All your lint is just building up.
Oof.
Right. So some of you may ask, well, Dana, if you'd had somebody clean your vents, you would have known that. True, but we still would have been in the same place, which is it still wasn't venting. So even if you clean it, it's just gone back up again. So we got our new dryer, and the heating and cooling guy is like, I can fix that for you. So we got the dryer for a week, and we couldn't vent it anywhere. So it was just blowing hot air into my laundry room, which was fine because it did dry clothes. And then yesterday, we had the heating guy come out and he revented it for us. So now it's just venting out through my front porch, which is where I would have preferred it went in the first place. And we're going to end the month with a bang. My husband has surgery next week and got his bill for the surgery. And let's remember it's January, so nobody's met their deductibles. Yay. There was a time in my life where all of this, it would have killed us. It would have ruined our marriage. We did not have the money or the finances to take care of these things, and now we do. So as inconvenient and annoying and irritating as it is, I am so thankful to be at a place in life where we can take care of this. Now, did I pay cash for everything? Absolutely not. So let's just make sure this is a judgment-free zone. Also, I am not rolling in cash on hand. So I just thought I would share a month in the life of Dana and what we got to experience. It's hilarious and they're funny stories. So thanks for riding along with me. Would anybody else like to share what's happening in your life?
Goodness, that's a lot to take in. I am glad that you're okay, especially with what happened during that car accident.
Oh, yeah. Nobody was injured, just my car.
Oh, my goodness. But life has definitely been a little noisy for you, a little chaotic, a big interruption, no doubt. I've been fairly unscathed lately, so I'm going to pass the baton over to Rachel. We're going to popcorn style this sucker.
Popcorn.
Of course.
Sheila.
Circle back to that, right?
I just wanted to use the term. I don't think I used it right.
Well, I can't top all of that, but I thought my year got off to a bang. So we lollygagged on over to our trip to celebrate our anniversary, the first of the year. Right before we're leaving, the kids have been home all Christmas break. And then all of a sudden, I don't know why, but my hubby decides to go out to the yard, check the washouts for the sewers.
Mhm.
And apparently in one of the washout drains, a little bit of the water was starting to rise, like it wasn't flowing through correctly. So we're rushing around. And again, this is the week before. This is right after Christmas, right after New Year, in between, before going on our trip, which happened to also be his birthday. This is a sign we don't need to go on this trip, right? No, we're going to take care of it. All right.
Oh.
So we go on our trip and he's constantly checking it. Because we've left, the child in charge of watching the house, watching that sewer line, making sure that there's no backup coming into the house.
Was this the line in the street, or could you tell that your line was backing up, or you weren't sure?
We weren't sure, but it is a line that will lead out to the street.
Gotcha.
So apparently he put some cleaner down it and he had the kid check on it while we were out. Nothing happened. Well, then we get back and all of a sudden he's outside again, but now he's on the other side of the yard where the pipe connects to the line for the water main. And I'm like, what you doing out there? And the box is full of water. And so is the neighbor's box. He and the neighbor are together and they're out there dumping water. I was like, holy crap, now what? We call the city out. The city comes out and checks on it. And he's like, it's on your side. I don't think this is the...
It's the city always says it's on your side.
Yeah, he goes, I think it's on your side. And he steps into our yard. He goes, see how soggy it is right here? And I'm like, yeah. And then he's like starting to walk backwards. He goes, well, because I think you've got like a slow leak right here. So he's jumping all on the ground. And I'm just like, oh, come on. What do we do? And you're probably going to need a plumber. So call my hubby. He comes home, ends up calling the city back. It's actually on their side. Thank God. But now, we have to wait for the city to do their thing. Our boxes are constantly filling up with this water because it's a backflow. It took about 3 or 4 days for the city to finally come back out and deal with the line. While they were here, they were fixing everything, cleaning everything up. So I walked back out there, talked to the same guy who told me it was on my side. He did apologize. He goes, I'm so sorry, ma'am. He goes, I called it wrong. I should have drained it out completely. I would have seen, it was a flow coming in from the street. I was like, well, I appreciate that. I appreciate you stepping up. And, he goes, when I'm wrong, I say I'm wrong. I was like, okay. So I thought that was it. Nope. So before we left, also, I was running around because it was my baby girl's birthday and I wanted to make sure, because she was coming into town, I wanted to make sure that she was taken care of. So I was running here, and there, and I had errands and I had pickup places for my son to go pick up things for her. I was at the last stop and I'm at the grocery store and I'm like, what the heck? Turn the car on.
Is it the same store that I was at?
Yes, same store. I'm like, there's karma about this store.
Yeah, that's not good.
That's why I buy online, people. I don't go to the store.
I know.
I wasn't even grocery shopping though. I was running an errand and I'm like, come on. So I get in the car and it says service shifter. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. We were about to take this car to our destination. And this is a Monday. We're leaving on a Wednesday. I can't have this. I was like, no, it's got to be a bad connection. So I turned the car off and I turned it on again because I've seen that before. And usually before it'll just go away. So I turned it off, turned it on, thing came back on again, service shifter. Now, my car is one of like the newer models where it has a little dial, not the little shifter anymore, right? I have an actual dial that puts it park, drive, whatever.
In gear.
In gear, yes. So, crap, what do I do? Luckily, I'm like 5 minutes away from home. So I get the car home, panicking and freaking out. Like, what do I do? I call the hubby and he's like, well, we can risk it or we can take the truck. I'm like, it's got to get fixed. So I call our local dealership. They can't get me in until the next day. I'm like, well, I need my car back on tomorrow afternoon. We are leaving Wednesday morning. Oh, well, we can't guarantee that. So I called the dealership that is 30 minutes away in our nearby town that we love. They can get me in. And she's like, well, I'll get you in at 4 something today. I was like, but can I have my car back? Well, we'll make sure we make it a priority. I said, okay, fine. Get in the car. I'm getting ready. I got on my backpack. I told my team, I was like, I'm sorry, I'll be back in a minute. And I get in the car and everything's fine. Do I risk it? At this point, I'm like, I don't want to risk it because if they keep my car, I can't get it until we get back, which is going to be the next Monday. We left it alone. I drove it around. We drove it like for those 2 days around town. Anywhere we could go, we went in that car, and I was like, it's fine. So I set up an appointment for when we got back. Well, fast forward to last week, get the car in, it gets serviced, and I take it in on Monday because I had a set appointment. And this was another thing. No communication from the dealership at all. I went local, didn't hear back. I had to initially call. It's like 5 o'clock on Monday. The service guy's like, oh, yeah, they pulled the part, or we have to order the part. It won't be here till tomorrow. I said, so you're keeping my car? Oh, yeah, we're going to keep your car. Thanks for telling me. It's 5:30. I had to call you. I'm fine. All right. I don't need the car. My kid's still here. I have a ride if I need it. Comes Tuesday. It's about 2:30 now. Still haven't heard from the dealership. Call again. Oh, let me go check on it. Oh, well, they pulled the part, but it doesn't look like they're going to get to doing it because of the workload for today. I said, hold on. You kept my car one day. You didn't even tell me it was going to be there overnight. Now you're telling me it's going to be another night you're going to keep my car? I said, no. Do you have a loaner for me? If you're going to keep it, you're going to give me a loaner. Oh, no. Oh, well, hold on, ma'am. Let me go check. He goes out, comes back, and says, okay, well, I talked to the shop foreman. Looks like we're going to have your car for you today. I said, okay, fine. So it's about 5:30. I finally get a call. Okay, your car's ready. Come pick it up. Get it home. And then I realize my odometer in the dash is now blinking. Like, what is going on now? I call back, tell him what's going on. Apparently my rep is at lunch, but he's going to get a message to him to let him know what's going on. It sounds like we need to get it back in because it needs to be reprogrammed because of this shifter, the new shifter that's been put in. Never got a call back Wednesday. Never got a call back on Thursday. I'm like, you know what? Fine. I'm done dealing with the local dealership. I will take it to the one that's 30 minutes away.
Boo, local dealership. Boo.
Yeah, I
Sheila's like,
know.
that's why I don't go to a dealership.
Well, it's why I
Do you have
don't
that
go to my
problems with
local
your service
dealership.
department, Sheila?
No, because my cars are about 20 years old. So I'm not as fortunate as you all to have newer cars.
Sheila also has a husband who loves to
Tinker.
fix the cars. Yeah.
Yes, we are lucky in that
Yeah.
way, for sure.
I need one of those apparently because
So you got it down to the other dealership and they took care of you.
So I call Thursday and I'm like, hey, I'm tired of dealing with the local. And she's like, oh, I understand. We can get you in because I needed an oil change. I was like, but I also have this blinking odometer that needs to be fixed. She goes, I think we can get you in. So we get it set up for Friday afternoon at lunchtime. I said, great. I got time. I will be down. I even left here a little early, get down to the area. I'm under the overpass. And I then realize, hey, I'm in the far lane I need to get over. And what I assumed the driver was going to let me do is to get over. Did not. I end up getting hit and I'm like 2 blocks away from the dealership.
Oh.
Talk about being pissed. I'm literally, I can see it. I can see the dealership. I will admit I did try to get over, but I had my blinker on and this kid apparently did not see me. And he has this big, massive Ram truck and it's got a big, huge grill and boom, hits me from I'm behind. Like, you got to be
was his
kidding
truck
me.
damaged at all?
Nope. Not a
No,
single
not
scratch. This is my penance because I was vain enough to take it somewhere else outside of the freaking city.
Oh, stop. No.
So I was like, I am paying
just
my
because we have
penance.
crazy drivers here.
What else can go wrong?
Don't say that, man. Stop.
Well, I'm telling you, everything happens in threes. And
yeah, there is some truth to that. Well, I too am glad that everything's okay. And I'm glad these are first world problems.
I'm fortunate enough that we have insurance we can afford. what I need to do out of pocket, and no one
Ooh,
was
do you need a
hurt.
buddy to run errands with you? I'll take you out on errands. That would be fun. We could do lunch and coffee.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe
I
we won't hit
wasn't.
up the grocery store though. We'll pass
Yeah,
on the
we'll just have
grocery
to
store.
avoid.
We
But
could do
definitely a
Marshalls.
Marshall. Oh,
Yes.
jinx.
I feel like these things that happen to us are because nobody was hurt, and these were just, and like you said, it was just an inconvenience. It was some, they're just accidents. They're just minor flukes. Nothing, it's not like we were driving a car on its last leg and it blew up on the side of the road or something. And it's just kind of funny. I'm with you, Rachel. It's just kind of funny. You think, oh my gosh, here we are just minding our own business, going through life, doing the best we can, and then boom, something happens. Something else happens.
Keep it sane, ladies. I'm glad that, you can laugh about this now and think of these things as just a blip in your day.
Exactly. It's really all it is. Like I said, we're so lucky and blessed to have, matured in our life. You're young, I think, for a reason, and you make some dumb decisions and choices when you're young because you can recover faster.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time you get to, I feel like midlife, hopefully you have it together enough that you can, a little blip doesn't throw you for such a curveball anymore.
You're going to make yourself go crazy if all you keep thinking about is the what ifs. And I said, you're right. I said, but I will be what ifing all weekend.
That's right. That's right. But you can plan better. Ladies, keep
Right.
sane in all of this chaos. Our listeners, thank you for keeping us humble. Thank you for continuing to listen in. And
Yes.
we invite you to ask a friend to come listen too and laugh
Yeah.
with us, because if you can't laugh about these things, my goodness, these hiccups are going to come in life. All you got to do is laugh about it.
Well said.
Well, pause, please.